guys, welcome to Transition Dietitian. My name is Malia and I have created this video series for you to help walk you through what it takes to become a registered dietitian from starting as a dietetic student and getting through your internship. I have created this video series for you to help walk you through what it takes to get your application for DICUS ready for the internships. I'm going to tell you what kinds of things you need to get ready for your orientation for the internship, and I'm also going to walk you through my internship that I am currently doing right now. So I'm going to give you updates on the clinical, the food service, and the community rotations that I'm doing, and I'm going to share with you the struggles and the common tribulations that I face every day and let you know how you will be able to really succeed in the field of dietetics. So this first video that I'm going to do for you is really just going to give you tips on how to prepare for your application process your senior year for DICUS. And this is really going to stem from your freshman year and really take you all the way through your senior year, because this is a very overwhelming process and we just really want to make this as easy as possible so you can really focus and you can succeed and get your internship. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is to join your student dietetic club. This is really the perfect club that you can join because they are going to give you that extra stepping stone into the field that you are going into. It's what you're majoring in, it is what your passion is. I know at my club we did community service events at like the food bank, and we toured elementary schools and middle schools to look at their food service. We toured the Celestial Seasonings tea factory, and we did a lot of fundraising and some canned food drives. So it's really awesome, and it's really stuff that you're going to take into your internship and you're going to use it, especially leadership skills, which are super important, and internship directors love to see leadership skills on your resume. So being involved in school clubs is a great way to gain those skills, and especially if you take on a leadership role. My junior year, I was in the Student Dietetic Association and I was the fundraising chair. This was a good kind of lower level leadership position for me because I was able to create these fundraising events and raise money, but it also gave me really good skills in communicating with other members, and it taught me how to budget an account, which was super helpful, and I think it was the best decision I ever made. And so my senior year, I definitely wanted to keep going, and I really wanted to be a leader because I think it's super important in the field of dietetics. You really need to stand out. So I ran for the president and I got it. It was the hardest job that I've ever done, but honestly it was the most rewarding. I find that I am very outgoing and I have a lot of those communication skills and leadership skills and managing skills that a lot of interns are learning during their internship. So I would say if this club is available to you, join it immediately. You really won't regret it, and if you can, do a leadership role. I promise you, you're really going to enjoy it. Now, the second tip that I have for you is to start recording your community service events in like a Microsoft Word document or even just in a little journal. You're going to want to write down the date, who you did it with, and what club it was for and what the purpose was. This is really, really going to help you in your DICUS applications because there is a section on the website that has you list all the community service events that you have done, and if you just have a list in Microsoft Word, you literally can copy and paste that guy right into your application, and it makes it super easy. You're not going to forget anything that you have done, and you're just going to look fabulous and you're going to look awesome. So I really suggest doing that. Okay, now once you get into your junior and senior year of your dietetics college career, you're really going to want to find the internship places that you will want to go. So I would suggest do a maximum of 4. That's about what I've heard from internship directors and a few people at Fancy is 4 is really the maximum that you want to go, because the way that D&D Digital works, D&D Digital works is that you rank your internships by your favorites by 1 through whatever, and then the internship directors will rank their students on 1 is the one that they really want down to who they least want. And so D&D Digital is here to do those fancy math calculations that are going to match you with your highest ranked internship and the internships with their highest ranked students. And so, I mean, you go through these different, I guess, stages is how I would explain it. So really it only gets to like the 4th stage or the 4th round where they're going to fill all their internship spots. And I mean, I've heard of people that have applied to like 10 or 15 internships, but it's really not what you want to do. It's going to cost you about $150 per internship from D&D Digital and ICUS, and internship applications from the place itself. So just to save money and to save time, really, I would only apply to 4 maximum. 5 if you're really unsure of yourself, but 4, I think you'll be really good with that. But on another note, when I was in Fancy, I was talking to one of the student leadership directors who had come in and was talking to us about applications, and she said something that really stuck in my mind, and that was that it's great to have a place that you want to go for your internship. Like, you really like Boston, or maybe you really like Colorado, but ultimately you need to remember that what you want is an internship. I mean, it's great to go somewhere that you want, but it's not necessary. You want to become an RD, so that means you need an internship. So what I highly, highly, highly suggest is choose the place that you have the best chances of getting into, because it's only 9 months of your career. It's not that long, and it's not like you're getting a graduation certificate or you're getting your degree from a certain college. It's just your internship, and it's not really going to base your knowledge off of that. I mean, unless you're doing a coordinated program with a master's or something. So that's really the best option or the best tip that I would give you guys, is just choose the one that you really think you can get into, because to be an RD you absolutely have to have an internship, and as we know, it is a super competitive field. So yep, that's my rant that I will go on for you guys. The next tip that I have for you is to really research the requirements that these internships have for the applicants. This is because we had an internship director from Southern Colorado. If you can't tell from my scarf, I am from Colorado. She came in and was talking to us about the biggest tips that she has for applicants, and that is to look at the GPA requirements. Now, they set these for a reason. They want you to have either like a minimum science or a minimum DPD or a cumulative. You need to look at this, because if you are even just 0.01 below the minimum, they will not accept you. They will not read your application. They will not make an exception for you. They have those standards for a reason. So look at those before you send in your money and you pay all that stuff on DICUS and you do all the effort of writing your personal statement and stuff. Also, another tip is to look and see what kind of internship it is. Maybe it's an internship where it's at a hospital or at a university and you show up and they have it all planned out for you and all you need to do is come. But I am in an internship where it's a distance internship, so that means that I had to find all of my preceptors, all 8 of them I believe, before I could even apply on DICUS. I had to have every rotation set up with what assignments I was going to do where. So you really want to look and see what kind of internship are you applying for, so that you are fully prepared during the DICUS applications. And you're also going to want to pay extra attention because, some schools have like the bare minimum requirements for applying, where it's a DICUS application with a personal statement and a resume. That's all you have to do. Well, some of them, they want you to have extra references and not just the basic 3. They want you to have extra, and they want a different kind of resume, and they want extra requirements that other ones do not have. So pay special attention to what the requirements are for those internships. That is also a really big tip. So this is going to wrap up my first video. The next video that I'm going to be doing on is the personal statement, because as I said earlier, it is the biggest part of your application, is your personal statement. This could make or break your application. So I am going to walk you through paragraph by paragraph what your personal statement should look like, what things you want to include, and the common mistakes that dietetic interns make when they're applying for it. So I hope that you are going to enjoy this video series, and I will see you next week.